When you think of the world's greatest forest, what comes to mind? The mystical Black Forest in Germany? The Amazon rainforest with its endless canopy and hidden creatures? Or maybe Fanghorn Forest, though good luck finding an ant willing to pose for a selfie here. But here's the thing, none of those forests have a single tree that needs its own personal zip code. Enter the giant forest, home to the world's largest tree by volume on planet Earth, the General Sherman Tree. It's so big it makes other trees look like they're still waiting to hit puberty. Back in 1890, someone wisely thought, hey, maybe we shouldn't chop these giants down for fence posts. So they created Sequoia National Park, America's second national park, built around the forest of natural skyscrapers. Now don't get us wrong, there's plenty more to do here than just stand around hugging trees. You can bag the highest peak in the contiguous US, Mount Whitney, if you feel like your quads need punishing, or wander the backcountry on legendary trails like the Lakes Trail, the High Sierra Trail, the final portions of the John Muir Trail, or if you're really hardcore, pass through on the Pacific Crest Trail. Who knows, you might bump into a modern-day John Muir, or at least someone who smells like him. You can spelunk the beautiful Crystal Cave, uncover the mysteries of Lost Grove, or stand on Little Baldy to satisfy that urge to look down on people in the most healthy way possible. But let's be honest, the undeniable star of this park is still the giant forest. You have to see General Sherman, the big kahuna of trees. Stick around to the end to hear what we learned to improve your trip to this magical place. Visiting General Sherman takes a little work. The parking lot is up the hill, so you hike down to the tree, which is nice. But gravity's a jerk, so you have to hike back up. At 7,000 feet, a bit of a climb. The smart move was to take the bus down over by the tree and then come back up to the parking lot. But no one's ever accused us of being smart. Your legs will thank you, although your ego might take a little bruising. Just keep reminding yourself that you're at over 6,000 feet of altitude. That's over 1,800 meters of altitude if you're not from the United States, Liberia, or Myanmar. If you want to get really immersed, hike the Congress Trail. It's a 2-mile loop that'll introduce you to Sherman's extended family. That's 16 furlongs if you're a horse racing fanatic. On the Congress Trail, you'll see the President McKinley tree.
Does this tree make my butt look small?
The house, while these aren't as big as some of the other sequoias in the park, the fact that they're lumped together make you think that there's some sort of an autonomous group. But they only have a majority of only a few seats, and so gerrymandering is the only way that the bigger ones stay in control. And Senate groups, welcome. This is known as the Senate group. It's a group of sequoias that is actually very large, although a bit younger than the actual US Senate. It's enormous. People like taking pictures when they're walking through it, and we do too. You can even walk into this tree. And the President's Tree. Yes, the forest has its own political system. This group of trees is known as the House. It's very much like the US House. However, these are much slower moving, but they do spend much of their time collecting campaign money and trying to stop healthcare. So there's a lot of similarities. Don't worry, these politicians are rooted in place, so they're not running for anything, thankfully. Once you leave the crowds around the Sherman Tree, the Congress Trail feels like a pleasant forest walk, even on a crowded summer weekend day. The Congress Trail is just stunning. It's not crowded, it's a Saturday. There's a lot of people, but I mean, it's not wall-to-wall people like all the other public places. So if you're here on a weekend, consider the Congress Trail. You'll know you're someplace special, taking in the flowered meadows that are accentuated by the largest trees in the world. We've come to a bit of a crossroads. What makes this place so special is that your senses are treated to incredible beauty, fragrant conifer and flower aromas, sounds of wind in the trees and animals enjoying life, and what's most rare of all, the perfect interaction of temperature and humidity against your skin. It's nothing short of magical. It feels like one of the most special places on Earth. If you're lucky, like us, you'll even see large wildlife such as a deer enjoying the pristine forest, or a bear looking to peel open the next Tesla storing food in a car at the parking lot. And for a view that will make your jaw drop, climb Moro Rock. It's over 350 steps carved into granite. I don't know what that is in metric units, but at this altitude you can definitely feel it. At the top, you're rewarded with sweeping views of the Great Western Divide, Castle Rocks, and the snake-like road from the park's south entrance. The trail is narrow, so you get to meet your fellow visitors. Well, I have a rando now who will narrate. He seems learned, though.
This couple made it up this hill in record time. They're in perfect shape. Unbelievable. Brag to all their friends and family.
If you're lucky, you can even see some Turons jump the rail to get that death-defying selfie. Maybe someday they'll call this Darwin Rock. Driving in, the road from the southern entrance has more twists and turns than an Agatha Christie novel. Go slow, enjoy the views, and keep your camera handy. This is scenic driving at its best. Dose up on Dramamine beforehand if you get carsick. You'll know you're entering the giant forest when you're greeted by the 4 guardsmen. They're over 250 feet tall, have diameters over 20 feet. That's 41 fathoms in height or over 3 fathoms in diameter if you're a mariner with 0 onshore skills. And speaking of driving, yes, you can drive through a tree. Tunnel log fell across the road back in 1937, so they just cut a hole in it big enough for cars. You can go around the tree, but why would you if you can go through it? We didn't snap off a single camera when taking this video out of our sunroof. When it's time to sleep, there's only one hotel here, the Waxahachie Lodge, named after a specific band of Monachi Native Americans who lived in this picturesque site of the lodge. We'll have a separate look at this modernish lodge opened in 1999. We'll have a link to the video when we've decided exactly how to phrase our observations. Alternatively, you can pitch a tent in one of the several campgrounds and fall asleep listening to the sound of rivers, forest animals, and lost hikers. Oh, and if you think you're done, great news! Sequoia's right next door to Kings Canyon National Park. That's 2 jaw-dropping parks in one trip. Twice the trails, twice the views, twice the reason to come back here time and time again. So come for the giants, stay for the trails, and leave with a new appreciation for just how small we really are. Here are some helpful travel tips. Come here fueled up, since there are no gas stations or charging points for cars in the park. You can get gas at Stony Creek Village in the National Forest between park sections. Also avoid the weekend crowds if you can possibly do so. Roads get closed and require lining up for the shuttle stops, and buses do not pass through the tunnel log. Don't store food in your car in a parking lot unless you're looking to give others some great video of a car being torn open by a bear looking for its next snack. If you have any other suggestions of places to visit in the giant forest, please leave them in the comments. We'll also be posting other videos for activities around Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks, so like and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell for notifications if you don't want to miss them. As always, please feel free to give us feedback on how we can do a better job on the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.